Good morning, everyone. This is State Climatologist Gary McManus with the Mesonet Weather Report. I did promise you an update on just how much moisture we got from all that snow and ice, but first we're going to start with the newest drought monitor map. So despite all that snow and ice and after it melted down, it's still not a pretty sight. We actually had some increases across the state, down across southwestern Oklahoma, south central Oklahoma, and up in northeastern Oklahoma, where we did get a little bit more of that severe and extreme drought, that brown and red color. So other parts of the state, we filled in some of the moderate drought across west central and northwestern Oklahoma, and we also added some of those abnormally dry conditions, that yellow color up in northwestern and north central Oklahoma as well. So drought's going the wrong way, most definitely, despite the moisture that we had recently. We can see exactly where the drought monitor got worse in the state over the last week from the drought monitor change map. Those areas of yellow was where it increased in intensity 1 category. So again, southwestern, northeastern, up in northwest Oklahoma increases, unfortunately. Now an update on that melted ice and snow from our big storm system. A little bit more rainfall fell earlier this week, but not enough to really make a difference in the totals. But you can see down across the southeastern third, a quarter of the state, they did get some pretty good moisture out of this event, from 1 to more than 2 inches. And that was mostly sleet and freezing rain, a little bit of snow down in that area. For the rest of us, there were pockets of a ½ inch or so, a little bit more up in north central Oklahoma, northeast Oklahoma, but by and large it was not enough to really put a dent in the drought, but it certainly was welcomed. So all that snow and ice melted down. How did it impact us over the longer term? Well, if we look at the rainfall totals since winter began, climatological winter on December 1st, you can see some decent totals down across southeast Oklahoma, also up into central Oklahoma, scattered about, really lighter precipitation across the northwestern part of the state, which is expected. But remember, this is over 65 days. So when we take a look at the deficits over that same time frame, everybody's in deficit, from about a ½ inch to 1 inch in the Panhandle to more than 5 inches down across southeast Oklahoma. So lots of deficits. And as usual, those deficits show up better on the percent of normal rainfall map, because you know, 1 inch below normal is about the same as 3 inches below normal across northwestern versus southeast Oklahoma. So you look at the percent of normal rainfall map, everybody's mostly below 50% of normal. A lot of people are below 30% of normal, and it's scattered about, some even less than 25% of normal. So extremely dry since the beginning of this winter. We definitely need more in the way of moisture. Now let's take a look to next week. As we get into next week, we do see our springtime type of temperatures that we saw for much of the previous period during the winter coming back. Lots of highs in the 60s and 70s. We'll see if we can squeeze out a few 80s during the next week period. And also for the precipitation, we do see increased odds of above normal precipitation, slightly increased odds. A little bit better odds out in the Panhandle. Remember, it is the driest time of the year, so above normal precipitation might not amount to too much over that 6 to 10 day period that we're looking at. So the moisture was certainly welcome. Not so sure about all the ice and also the Arctic temperatures, but we do need everything we can get. So hopefully we can get some more rainfall to move in here with a little bit less impact. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.